doing well. Just want to do a quick video before I get ready to head to my physical therapy appointment today regarding, excuse me, the new Social Security Act. Wow, wait till I get online, then I want to call. Anyway, there's a new act with Social Security that's called the Social Security 2100 Act. Now, this act was actually brought up in 2019, and it's been revised now, and they're actually looking at doing something with this act because of the seriousness that's going on with Social Security possibly having your benefits reduced in 2034 by 25 to 35% less than what you're getting right now. So, with that being said, you guys who are receiving Social Security, or are you going to receive Social Security at some point, should really pay attention to what they're talking about with this act and how it's going to affect you in your daily life. The plan for this act is basically to tax the super rich to make up the difference. And they want to give people who are at the very bottom a baseline of Social Security income of about $1,300 plus, okay? Now, if this act passes, right, Social Security recipients are going to get a 2% increase on the amount. I'm looking pretty dark. That's better. So Social Security recipients are going to get a 2% increase right away. Okay, it's not like you got to wait till the next COLA. No, if this bill passes, you get 2% more on top of the 5.9% you already got. And this is not like it's a one-party issue. This is an issue that affects both sides of the aisle, okay? The only real difference in this act is how they're going to pay for it, okay? Democrats want to pay for it by taxing the super rich. Republicans, I don't even know what their plan is because they haven't even said a plan yet, but that's what we have right now going forward. So you guys may want to pay attention to what's going on in Congress these next couple of weeks. Because they're trying to do something before the new year, which is great. You know, I'm all for it. You're gonna give me another 2%, I'll take it, even though that's still not enough. But the fact that they're willing to give people who are at the very bottom a baseline of 13, I think it's like 1350 or 1347, something like that. Hold up. It's 1342. That's the baseline amount they want to give to a lot of people who are at the very bottom on Social Security. And they need it. Because I've been telling you guys, man, there's people out there receiving Social Security. I know a couple of them in Alabama right now, only getting 800. One's getting 750, I think. And even after the increase, they're just getting over $800. So it's not like, you know, everybody's getting that average, you know, $1,400 to $1,500 a month. No, there's far more people out there that are on the very low end than they are on the upper end. And that goes back to income. So, you know, as people work and these veterans who are coming up that are still in that watch my channel, hey, you need to get on it because your income affects a lot. As you get older, right, you making $30,000, $40,000 a year, that's gonna get you baseline. That's not gonna get you even a third of what you're probably making if you're only bringing in that amount. The less you make, the less you get. So you need to try to improve on your income as much as possible in order to, you know, look at the future and how that's going to work and how that's going to last. You know, coming in with these low amounts, earning very low, not going to get it done, man. It's not going to get it done. I know people hate when I talk about stuff like this, man, but I'm telling you guys the truth. There's too many veterans out there right now that are living this life that will tell you, if you're not prepared, as you get older and you get ready to retire, if you're not prepared, you're going the life that you're used to living is going to change drastically. And you're going to be stuck at home like a lot of people that you see, not going anywhere, not doing anything, because they don't have the money to do it. I keep preaching that, man, because there's a lot of you guys that are my age and older. Some of you guys are still working. Some of you guys are working toward retirement. Some of you guys just started retirement. And I'm telling you, and I'm harping on this again, you have to be prepared for retirement. Do not let it sneak up on you. Do not go from making $60,000 a year, you used to getting your $5,000 a month, to now you're only getting $1,200 a month for Social Security and you got nothing else. That's going to be a hell of a drop off. I'll tell you that right now. Who I got on with me real quick? T-Mix, what's going on, man? How you doing? So, with that being said, I just want to tell you guys, man, pay attention to what's going on with Congress. Pay attention to these debates that they're getting ready to have because it's going to affect your bottom line. It's really going to affect your bottom line. So, I know some people don't care. They're not trying to pay attention to politics. But when it's something involving me and money, I pay attention to it. I want to know what the plan is, how they're going to improve the plan, and whatever else they got going on. Hey, Markel, so what's your take on all this? I was just giving my take on it, literally. I hope it does pass because if it does pass, that's 2% more every Social Security recipient is going to receive. Now, the one question I know is going to come up is how does that affect VA? Honestly, I don't know because no one has said anything regarding that 2% translating over to the VA as well. But you got to remember that VA and Social Security are tied together. So whatever Social Security gets, VA is supposed to get the same thing. So will the VA get that 2% as well? I don't know. That extra 2%, I don't know if this bill passes. I honestly don't know. I would hope it would. Because that's going to help a lot more people. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They're supposed to follow each other. You remember there was a bill that was during the Obama era. I can't remember what year it was, where they had Social Security and VA tied together. So if one got the increase, the other one got the exact same increase. So I'm hoping it does. Because again, not every veteran receives Social Security, and not every person on Social Security receives VA. So, you're going from one extreme to the other. But for those of you that receive both, yes, that is significant because, that extra 2%, it doesn't sound like a lot, but 7.9, almost 8% sounds a lot better than 6%. Just saying. So that every little bit helps, okay? So in this instance, man, again, pay attention to the news, pay attention to what's going on and see what they're talking about because they know by 2034, that income's going to decrease because they've been stealing from Social Security from years to pay for some of these other projects they've been doing. So now they're getting serious about it and they want to make it solvent again. Let's see. It'll add up in the long run. Yeah, it will add up. It will help a lot of people, man. I was looking at the census numbers from 2021. Poverty went up due to COVID, primarily due to COVID, but it's bad in the U.S., man. It's really bad. I never really knew how bad it was for a lot of people until you actually see the numbers and see where people are as far as the poverty line, because I would venture to say a lot of people don't even know where the poverty line starts, right? And I was looking at the census this morning, and it depends too if you're in the 48 states with the District of Columbia or you're in Alaska or Hawaii. They have different numbers. But in the U.S., just the 48 states, District of Columbia, it's less than $13,000 a year. That's poverty. You below that, you below the poverty line. And there's tons of people that are below that number. When they did the percentage and I was looking at it, it ticked up from 2019, but that was mainly due to COVID. There's about 11.5% of the United States where people receive that amount of money. That amount of money or a little bit more. 11.5% of 330 million people, estimated 330 million people that receive that amount of money every month. Dude, that is nothing. I'm just gonna keep it 100. That's nothing. 13,000, not even $13,000 a year. You barely making over $1,000 a month. Dude, that's keeping it 100. That's a good hour in the casino. That is bad. That is terrible. And there really is no solutions for that. A lot of it has to do with the people on the higher end. It's kind of like the economy here. When people ask me about the states in here, I see a direct correlation because the people at the top, they keeping all the money and they give all the crumbs to everybody underneath. You know, the second under them gets their money, people under them gets their money, and then everybody else gets the crumbs. It works the same way here. It's really no different. You know, you got the people who operate the businesses, they're making all the money. They're living in the houses on the hill. While the other people who barely get by live outside the city in areas nobody wants to be in because that's all they can afford. That's basically what's happening in the States. What else we got here? What do you mean by 2034? By 2034, say Congress does nothing by 2034. In 2034, the money starts to run low. That's when they said that you're going to start losing some of your Social Security income in 2034 if they do nothing now. So you're going to lose anywhere from 25 to 35% of whatever you're making now. You're going to lose that in benefits. If Congress does nothing, the president doesn't sign anything, by that time, you will see. Yeah, and Biden with these mandates isn't making it any better. I'm not against vaccines, but he really put people in compromising positions to get that jab or get the boot from their employers. Well, dude, I hate to be the bearer of bad news for you, but even like here, I just put out a post on the community page showing that here, the Ministry of Health just came out this morning and told people, if you don't get that vaccine, they're going to make life very hard on you because you're not going to be able to do anything. Okay? That's going to be around the world. That ain't just the U.S. Basically, it's going to go like this, man. I'm just tell you 100. There's going to be a choice. There's going to be people who have it and people who don't. And the people who don't have it, you got to understand the decision that you're making. That's why they're trying to mandate. You need to understand the decision that you're making. If you don't want to get the shot, cool. I got nothing but respect for you. It's your body. Do whatever you want. But if you don't get that shot, you're not going to be able to do much at all. At all. You're not going to be able to go anywhere, especially overseas. Ain't going to happen. Because they're getting ready to bring back the testing here as well as the card. For those of you who are interested in coming here, you need to follow the El Colombiano newspaper, the El Tiempo, and La Fama, LAFM, okay? That's where I get all my news from besides watching the local news here. And I'm telling you guys right now, all right? If you plan on traveling overseas, and regardless of where you're going overseas, you plan on traveling overseas, all right? And you don't have that COVID shot, you might as well cancel them plans, especially going into 2022. You might as well cancel them plans and stay right there at your house. Because even if you were able to get on the plane and come here without that COVID card, you ain't getting nothing. I don't know where you're staying because you even need one to get into the hotel. So, you know, that's fine. People want to make that stance, and it's their right to make that stance. And this is the other part about that as well, because I was talking to Urban Globetrotter about this. It's all right for people to make that stand in the U.S. Once you leave the U.S., you come to somewhere like this, that shit from the U.S. means nothing. This ain't the U.S. The government here makes a call, the citizens follow. In the U.S., you go out there and protest, raise all kind of hell, and they'll protest here. Not on this. Not with this. I guarantee you, because they're making discussions right now of whether or not they're going to shut down again to force everybody to get this COVID shot. I'm just saying. Austria got locked down. Yeah. I put that post out there, man, and I told people, they're not playing around. You look at all the money these countries are spending for people to get this COVID shot, and you think they're going to just let people walk in the country with nothing? No. Got locked down, and people were protesting, either play ball or get off the field. That's what I'm telling you. Listen, who is that, Jay? Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it's coming. Whether people want to take it or not, I get why you don't want to take it. Cool, it's your body. But if you want to participate in society, because they just put out a post today telling people, you want to participate in society, you better get that shot. Let me see if I can find that picture. Because I put a post out on the community page from earlier today where the Minister of Health came out and basically told people, you getting that damn shot. Where is it? That's today from the Minister of Health. You're going to get that shot here. And you're not doing anything here without that COVID card. You ain't participating in nothing. Not here. Let's see. In the DR, you cannot go into a grocery store or public place unless you show your vaccination card. It's coming here too, Mr. McDonald. They're not playing around with that. Let's see. My school already mandated, and I'm taking online classes. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, it's coming. Mr. Man, Brother Markel, happy holidays. Enjoy family. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I know I will not be on tomorrow for those of you that celebrate it. I know everybody doesn't. But happy Thanksgiving to you guys who do celebrate that holiday. I will be doing like a virtual online with family and friends, just like I'm doing this live. So they're going to do a dinner. I'm going to have my little thing here, and they're going to put me at the table just like I'm there. So that's the way I'm doing it this year. So it should be interesting. Majority of jobs are requiring it because Pfizer was approved by the FDA, so now employers can mandate it. Yep. And again, you know, I got nothing but respect for people who don't want to take the shot. You want to take your stance? Cool. No problem with that whatsoever. As long as you understand the consequences that comes along with your decision, no problem with it at all. So if you go, I'm never taking that shot, I don't care what they do, cool. Nothing but respect for you. But if you want to participate in society, if you want to participate outside the U.S., you're going to need to take that shot, bro. There's going to be no country that you're going to be able to go to that I'm aware of where you're going to enter without that vaccine card. Don't see it happening. Do not see it. Anyone is not vaccinated is not welcome in my house. Wow. All right, Mr. McDonald. All right, man. Let's see. Got to know to get it back. Yeah, that's the thing, Jay. I mean, veterans, I really don't see how. I'm keeping on. I don't understand how veterans have an issue with getting this shot, quite honestly. Because who knows all the crap that we got when we were in the military? All those needles and stuff. We stood in line and took shots. I don't recall nobody protesting and saying, I'm not taking this shot. I remember everybody standing in line in uniform, and a uniform line, boom, both arms, poof, poof, next, boom, poof, next, and keep it going. I never recall somebody complaining about those shots. And who knows what was in those shots? Anybody knows what was in those shots? Anybody knows what's in aspirin every time you take one? Every time you get a new medication, who knows what's in it? The thing that kills me, and not to go on a rant about this COVID thing, but the thing that kills me is you have people who will listen to comedians online and people who are supposed ministers online give information, right? But if they get sick, they won't allow those same people to operate on them. They gonna go see a doctor. The same doctor that's telling them you need the shot. They don't want to hear that. But if they get sick or they need surgery, they're not gonna let the comedian or the minister operate on them. They gonna go to a doctor. So that's the thing I don't get. The Beach of Life, what's going on, man? Let's see. Looks like you're going to need one every year, like a flu shot. Yeah, because they're already talking about boosters here. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, I got to get up early in the morning to go get my second shot, hopefully, tomorrow, if I can get it. Let's see. Veterans were guinea pigs. Yeah. Dude, we got shot up with so much crap. Couldn't tell you what it was. Didn't know what kind of effect it had on you. All these different places that we got sent to in all these different countries that now finding out that they had black lung disease and all these other different things. Nobody was bitching back then about different shots. All of a sudden, everybody wants to make a stance on this issue because why? Well, it's still new. We don't know anything about it. New? How long have they had that vaccine out now? It's been over a year? Year and a half? What more information do you need to know about the vaccine? What? I don't get it. I don't get it, but hey, again, it's their body. 23 shots when I was overseas. Don't doubt it. I got full anthrax set after 9/11. They gave them all to me again. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. And you still here, right? You still here, right? You know, everybody's body's not the same. Some people are going to have a reaction to that drug, just like some people can't take aspirin. Some people can't take cough medicine. Some people can't eat fish, shellfish. Some people can't eat peanuts. That's life, man. But they're not going to stop because the minority, something may happen to the minority versus the majority. The majority is always going to rule. So unless you have a medical issue or religious exemption, now, dude, you want to participate in society, you're going to have to get that shot. That's just the bottom line to it, man. You watch. The vaccine passports are coming. The driver license ID card coming. They're going to set up a database for everybody that legitimately has their vaccine. You're going to be in the system. Because I see how mine works. I'm sure it works in the same way in the States. They give you a bottle. They show you the number on the bottle. They show you your ID card. Make sure everything is on there that matches right. They write down that number that went with your ID. And then they give you a card. They say, okay, here's the bottle that we gave him to take this shot. Period, point blank. So when these people come back with this, because I had someone leave a comment, I'm just giving me a fake vaccine card. Go ahead till you get caught. Go ahead till you get caught. When you're in prison, think about your decision when you're in prison. Because it wasn't really worth you spending, what, $300-400 on a fake vaccine card that could get you locked up for 5 years. See if that's worth it. Man, you're on to something. I'm just saying, man, I see what's coming. I pay attention to what's going on here in this country because I want to stay informed. When I walk outside this door, okay, what can I do? What can I do? Because I'm not trying to have any issues with nobody here. I'm just an expat trying to enjoy life here in Colombia. So I'm not going to walk out that door without watching the news, reading the paper, and see what changes here on a day-to-day basis. And the number one thing that I see that change here is this vaccine card. If you don't have it, good luck to you. And again, I'm going to stress this to people who talking about moving here. You don't have that vaccine, you talking about moving here, you might as well stay in the States. You come visit if you can get on a plane, because that's going to be next. Is the airplanes, passports, driver's license. It's all coming. What's up, the warrior? How you doing, man? So I'm going to get back on this VA stuff real quick. Social Security stuff, excuse me, and then I got to bounce. So I'm going to reiterate this again. There's a new bill that's now in Congress. They're debating over, which is the Social Security Act, the Social Security 2100 Act. And basically it's an act to tax the super wealthy to try to get more income for people who are on Social Security. If you guys look up from the history of Social Security, the last time it was revamped was in the 70s. That was over 50 years ago, okay? They're now trying to do something because they know in 2034, if they don't do anything between now and 2034, Social Security recipients are going to lose 25 to 35% of their income. Okay? So, if this bill passes, which they're working on now, if this bill passes, every person currently receiving Social Security will get a 2% increase immediately on the very next check. That's added on top of the 5.9. So you don't have to wait till next October to know that you're going to get this 2% more. Okay? And then the baseline for people who are at the very bottom who are receiving Social Security will move them up to $1,342 a month. So if you're only getting $600, $800 now, you will end up getting $1,342. Now again, that's still poverty. I mean, it's better than what $800 is, but that ain't really moving a lot of people out of poverty. That's just giving you more now, and hopefully it will help out a lot more people. All right, Beach of Life, you be well too. What's up, man? How you doing? Mr. Solomon, this is my brother, is appealing his 50% PTSD rating, 5 years with the veteran board, with the VBA, I'm sorry, said that wrong. His symptoms are much worse now. Can he apply for an increase or should he wait on the appeal? Yeah, you need to wait on the appeal, in my opinion. Okay, I'm just giving you my opinion. But in that case, yeah, you need to wait on the appeal because they should know. If he's still seeing the doctor said it's gotten worse, then they should see that in his medical records that it's gotten worse. Filing for an increase when you already have the same issue and appeal, that really ain't gonna do you much good. It's not like they're gonna make a decision or even accept the claim because you already have the same claim already in. So more than likely, you gotta wait on that appeal. But 5 years, that's a long time, bro, on that appeal. What I would suggest, and this is just a suggestion, contact your congressperson. Your congressperson, whatever state you're in, your senator in whatever state you're in, call the 800 number for the White House, let them know what your situation is, get people involved and find out what is taking so long. What is the holdup with this? It should not be taking this long. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to do something instead of filing another claim, get other people involved to figure out why is your appeal taking so long. Like I said, go to your congresspersons, go to your senators, contact the 800 number for the White House, and if you have to, go to the press. He is right. Let's see. Stay up. Let's see, he's right because he can get back pay for all 5 years. Yeah, you don't want to refile. Let's see, can I apply for SSA? Hold up, this thing's not staying up for some reason. Can I apply for SSA with 2 hip replacements? I'm currently 100% PNT. Sure, you can apply for Social Security anytime you want. You don't have to wait for, I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean, if you're no longer able to work, right, and you want to apply for Social Security, definitely you can do it online. You don't have to wait. You can do that immediately online. They make it so easy for you to apply for Social Security now. Now, applying and getting approved, 2 different things. Anybody can apply. The approval is, you're going to have medical evidence to show where you're unable to work, where you actually, the doctor said, yeah, you're done. Now, having 100% PNT, that helps. That should move you to the front of the line. But, yeah, it's going to depend on your medical evidence with Social Security. But you can definitely apply. Anybody can apply. No problem, man. Let's see. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone on here. Thank you, Mr. Warrior, for reminding me to say that again. Let's see. I contacted my congressman, Honorable Bobby Rush of Illinois, and it got my compensation expedited. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, you got to use your resources. Your congresspeople, your senators, calling the White House. And like I said, even if a last resort, you call in some of these news stations, man. Fox News, MSNBC, CNN. They love stories like this. They'll run them all day. Talking about veterans issues and how things are not getting done. They look for stories. So use your resources, guys. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. If something's not getting done with the Department of Veterans Affairs, man, call everybody. You have so many people calling in to the VA and flooding them. They're going to go, well, what the hell's going on here? Why is this claim still out? You know what I'm saying? So use your resources. Let's see. Okay, thanks. Just didn't know. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. Please keep doing what you're doing. It's all good, Bernie. Appreciate that. Happy in Claremont. What's up, man? How you doing? Just got my third shot. No side effects. Orlando VA has been giving it to 18 and up for the FDA approval. Okay. See, there you go, guys. Like I said, FDA approved it. And damn, I gotta get ready to bounce. FDA approved it. So do what you gotta do. I'm gonna try to get my second shot here. Here's my plan. I'm gonna tell you guys my plan right now. If by the end of Christmas, because I was planning on going back to the States in January. If by the end of Christmas I don't have my shots, man, I'm just gonna get them in the States. I don't have a choice at that point. Because it's like, here, it is not the easiest thing to get things done, especially as a foreigner, right? It's not the easiest thing. And I gotten one. Hopefully tomorrow I can get the second one. And now they talking about a booster. Let me just get the second one first. And then I'll think about this booster shot. But hopefully tomorrow I can get that done. Let's see. The federal government is investing $500 million in cybersecurity, and they have a new education for vets that want to learn. Sorry, it disappeared on me. That want to learn something related to cybersecurity. Okay. Appreciate that information, JM. I might have to look more into that. Investing in cybersecurity. $500 million. There you go, guys. That's some information right there off the jump. But all right, guys, I got to bounce. I wasn't going to be on long. I got to get ready to go to an appointment. But I just want to come on, man, and talk about Social Security and this new proposal. Hopefully, it can get passed this year. And in January, you can get that extra 2%. And people who are below that can get up to that $1,342 a month. Okay, guys? But again, I appreciate everybody that watched the channel as always. And until the next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.